Okay, so on to the second last track slash performance of April's Magical Inner Sound series. This series has been absolutely amazing, and specifically if you're a fan of BTS, you are gonna love this series. Really, really cool, because it's the first time I'm reacting to all of this stuff, and I really have properly enjoyed this. Properly. It's crazy. I've got like a whole different appreciation for BTS, just going through this journey through this series and actually being explained to people, actually April telling me what every song is about and what their philosophical mores are and all of those kind of things. It's absolutely amazing. Anyway, now we on to Silver Spoon. I'm going to butcher this, I apologize. Baepsae live performance. Now, the message over here is Baepsae, hopefully I'm saying that right. Since the explanation was in the prior music video that is gone, I will explain it here. That's an idiom, right? Meaning if a crow-tit or parrotbill tries to follow a stork, it'll split its legs. It teaches how you should tailor your ambitions to the measures of your abilities or the resources given to you. BTS often call themselves as crow-tits, pronounced Baepsae, underdogs, those who started with disadvantages, with powerless and were powerless in the society, and so on. They nonetheless refuse to frame themselves within the limits of crow-tits. They rather challenge the norm and gladly split their legs. That's amazing, because that's how you succeed. Though it's painful and it takes a whole lot more effort, they do succeed in walking alone and even past the storks. Who are the storks? The storks are what? The higher class, I'm assuming. Okay, well, we just carry on reading. Storks, pronounced hwangsae, in this context means those who are born with advantages. Okay, so the higher ups, the more elite. The contrast highlights the severe socioeconomic inequality in Korea. The English title for this song is Silver Spoon, which is a really apt title, which is synonymous with inherited wealth. So the Korean title, crow-tit, and English title, Silver Spoon, actually mean the opposite to each other. They have decided to title it Silver Spoon in English to emphasize that this song is about socioeconomic inequality and injustice. That's fine. Actually, that is a great strategy when you're trying to make a song that carries a good message. I would also have gone with the Silver Spoon title, because it plays to the problem, right? It plays to the problem in society. To a certain degree. So let's rock and roll, man. BTS, Silver Spoon. This is the second last one, man, and I've been properly enjoying this. I can't believe we're almost done. Let's go. Okay, so we got a live performance over there. Hey. Think about how they tell you that. This is over here. They tell us that our generation has it hard. Think about that psychology, and it's crazy. It's the generation before this generation that say, "Oh, you guys have got it hard. You guys have got it hard. The world is in such a mess. Blah 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 blah." Right? And it's crazy because the young generation play into that, and they'd be like, "Yeah, no, we've got it hard. We've got it harder than anybody else." It's like, do you really? Do you really have it harder when the entirety of society is completely docile, when the entirety of society feels that they're entitled, when the entirety of society doesn't want to work, when the entirety of society wants to laze around and be at home and watch Netflix and live on welfare? I mean, do you have it hard? I actually think you've got the best opportunities any society has ever gotten, because if you stick to your values and you stick to your standards and you stick to hard work and discipline, you're going to wipe the floor with the majority of society. You're going to wipe the floor with it, right? Because the majority of society is actually moving into a space of incompetence. All you need to be is competent, right? All you need to be is competent, and you will flourish in this society. So this idea that they're trying to plant into the young society today, that it's like, no, you guys have got to have it tough. Let me tell you a story. In China, do you know how teachers teach math in China? It's actually crazy. It's very different to the Western world. So they will tell a young child, right? What's 2 plus 2? And the child will be like 4. So very good, well done, right? But now I'm going to give you a harder one. and I'm going to say, what's 55 plus 56, right? So tell it to a young child. In the West, we'll say, okay, that was easy, but let me give you a harder one. In China, they don't do that. They don't actually tell the kids that anything that follows an easy question is harder. It's just a different question. So they actually say, what's 2 plus 2? 4. Cool. Okay, what's 55 plus 56? I mean, they don't plant that seed in their head to say, oh no, this is harder. Because immediately they play into that. It's like, shit, okay, this is a harder question, right? So immediately they start creating barriers over there. And it's the same thing that we're doing with society in the West right now, where we're telling people, your society, your generation has it hard. Although your generation has it the easiest out of any other generation, your generation has it hard. You know what I mean? Instead of actually saying your generation is so easy to succeed in this generation because all you have to do is be competent, because the majority of society is choosing to be incompetent. The majority of society is choosing to not have agency over their own lives. They want everything to be provided for them by their governments and by the social structures. Do you know what I mean? Whereas if you just step out of that and say, I will control my own life, right? I will work for myself. I will do everything for myself. I won't need anybody's fucking handouts, right? You'll wipe the floor with society. Absolutely wipe the floor with society. That's being an outlier. Crazy enough today. That's being an outlier today. You know what I mean? All you gotta be is just that normal, hardworking, tenacious, driven person, and the rest of society can't compete with you. Let's go.
Check on the Baepsae, your body, you sexy, body, chasing, you're security and I'm the country. I'm a gamin, you don't pay. 학교 가면 sensei, 박사들은 hey hey. 얼른 내 손에 나면 포생기, change.
But the generation that is 100% correct says that this is the generation that has given up. That's correct. This is the generation that's given up. Why? Because we've told the generation to give into their feelings as opposed to give into rationality and truth. We've told them, oh, however you feel, that's how you have to act on. Right? If you wake up in the morning and you don't feel like doing something because you feel down and depressed, stay down and depressed because it's okay. We have to be compassionate towards the way you feel. Right? And that's, you're just destroying a generation. Instead of telling a generation, yes, everybody feels depressed and down and anxious at some point in their life. It's going to fucking happen. But you need to act and you need to do things outside of it. You need to do things in spite of your fucking feelings. Right? Regardless of how you feel in the morning, you need to do what you need to do because that's having self-respect for yourself. That's having discipline. Right? That's what needs to happen. But when you tell a society to give into their feelings and then they do that, and then you wonder why they're not competent, you wonder why they're completely dealing with all suicidal ideation, they're dealing with depression, anxiety, and then we start pumping them with pills that they don't actually need, right? And all that kind of thing. And we're doing that in mass. All of a sudden, everything is a mental illness. Everything. Alcoholism, smoking. There's no free will, no freedom of choice, nothing. It's all a disease, all illness, everything. You know what I mean? We went from seven clinical proven mental illnesses just 50 years ago to now over 300. All of a sudden, everything is a mental illness. No free will, no self-control, no freedom of choice, nothing. We just give in to whatever we want to give in to, and then we call it a mental illness, and then we say, oh, shame, poor him, or poor her. You know what I mean? That's the fucking problem. That's why we are completely eroding our young society in like real time and at a really fast pace and a really fast rate, because we set them up to fail with their mentality. We say that they don't have to be exceptional because they're exceptional are evil, right? So you don't have to be exceptional, you don't have to be competent. And then when you're depressed, we'll put you on pills. And then when we put you on pills, those pills don't interact well with you and have side effects. So we'll put you on other pills to counteract those pills. And then when you're depressed and you're just this sort of like empty husk that wakes up in the morning with absolutely nothing, that's when we're happy in society. That's when we're happy. You know what I mean? Then we've done our job of being compassionate. right? When we've destroyed somebody's life, but because we tell them shame, keep your head down, keep looking at the ground. I know how you feel. Instead of saying, listen, buddy, get the fuck up, get the fuck out of bed and start doing something for yourself. No one cares about your fucking excuses. The world doesn't fucking care, right? Either you're gonna do this for yourself or you can stay there and fucking rot away. No one gives a fuck. You know what I mean? No, but that's not the thing. That works better for that person. That will get that person actually, that'll do something more for that person. But we don't do that. Shame. I'm here for you. If you ever need a shoulder to cry on, don't worry. Don't worry. I'm here. I'm the compassionate one, right? Where you're not being compassionate and you're not helping them in any which way. You're just trying to act like you're the virtuous one. You're the kind, caring one. But you're actually assisting and aiding in destroying somebody else's life because you want to come across as the friendly, kind one. Do you know what I mean? Sometimes people need to be told the real truths of life, and the real truths of life is nobody fucking cares. No one fucking cares that you sit and wither away in your fucking bed and do nothing because you give in to your feelings all fucking day. Nobody fucking cares. You will have a life of misery. What's the alternative? Do that, or get up and start respecting yourself and doing something for yourself every single day. Regardless of how you fucking feel. Your feelings should not get in the way of what you have to do on the daily basis. Your obligation to yourself, to your family, and to your community. Your feelings has got they shouldn't be anywhere in that realm. You know what I mean? And the moment you get up and start doing something, right, and start actually being productive, all of a sudden at the end of that, you feel good. You feel like a weight is lifted. Yeah, because you're designed to be useful. You're designed to be effective as a human being. You're designed to have meaning and purpose as a human being. Sitting in bed and giving into your feelings is not purposeful. It's not useful. It's not a virtue. Anyway.
I didn't want it, bang, check. 그렇게는 안 되지, bang, bang. 이건 정상이야, 이건 정상이야. 하늘은 높다는 느낌만 더 하고 그라기 너는 손만 더 너무나 어려 둘러싼 수가 너는 다른 그만 더 하고 그라기 너는 손만 더 너무나 어려 역시 황태야 기망은 지켜 역시 황태야 일가파네 역시 황태야 날 보고 봐 역시 황태야 I
love that.
It's that day it's falling Take this 황태 속에 내 가랑이 take this They call me wolf Let's take the battery
See, they've got that recipe. They've got that marketable recipe, right? It always comes in the music industry. You know, you want to sell something, you got to sell. It's like they got to be good looking. They got to have spunk and pizzazz. They got to be poppy, vibey, jazzy. Do you know what I mean? They've got that whole recipe. The one thing that they have outside of the majority of the humdrum bullshit mainstream musicians that you get today is that they actually have a philosophy behind them, and a very sort of erudite one as well, where they actually have these deeper thoughts and notions about the world that they filter into their music, right? They're actually really intelligent guys, right? But it's very clever with the way they've infiltrated that into what would be considered commercial. Because the majority of commercial music today is very one-dimensional and not in any way deep to a certain degree. But this over here, right, the reason they've gotten that big is because they're stuck with that sort of mainstream commercial recipe, right? And through that, they used that as their springboard to filter in their own thought processes, their ideologies, their philosophies and all that kind of thing that actually shows people we are more than just these pretty boys on stage, right? Which you don't get very much from like other boy band type vibes. You know what I mean? Anyway.
다리는 확대 다리 그대만 하지 내 다리 백만 불다리 다리 내게 짧은데 어디 같은 정목하니 넥센도 같은 초원에만 굉장히 트랙 파스지는 워렉 maintain 그렇게는 하듯이 뱅뱅 이거 정상이야 이거 정상이야 노릇노릇하는 그 맘도 아우그라기 너는 정말도 I know no order I know no order 그냥 싹 수가 다시 환상을 따는 그 맘도 아우그라기 너는 정말도 I know no order I know no order I know no order 그냥 싹 수가 정말이야 다시 다 이런 농담이지 공평하자 Are you crazy 이제 종이란
it's my fault, are you crazy? It's my fault, are you joking, right? So this over here, it's like, yeah, some things might not be your fault, but the actual thought process should always be that every single thing that happens in your life is your fault. Everything. Do not give in to victim mentality. Do not give in, because it will never ever help you. It'll do absolutely nothing for you. It will literally stop you in your tracks and completely keep you stuck. Do not give in to victim mentality, right? Everything that happens is your fault, and everything in your life can be repaired by you. Every single thing can be repaired by you. If you take accountability for absolutely everything in your life, there's no ways you can't succeed. There's no ways you can't succeed. But if you always shrouded in that cloud of grayness, so it's like, oh, but the whole world's out to get me, you will be there for fucking ever. It doesn't matter what happens to you. Take it as it's something that is your fault and something that you have agency over and something that you can correct and something that you can fix, and you're going to do it now, today, not tomorrow, today. You know what I mean? So, and that's why it is really important. That deflection just doesn't work. Swag. Yep. The world's unfair, man. And it's just the way it is. It's always the way it always has been. We can cry about it. We can cry about the fact that the guy on the other side of the table has a pocket of aces and we've only got a fucking pair of twos. We can cry about it all fucking day. Or you can keep playing the game the best way. You can play the most magnificent game in your own fucking life and make it fair for yourself. If you're waiting for if you're waiting for the world and other people to make the world fair for you, you can wait until you're dead. It's never gonna happen, right? Even the fucking playing field for yourself, or it's never gonna be even. I love you all. Please stay safe, please stay healthy. I'll catch you on the very last one. Peace!